Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Welcome to our channel, HBSR. In today's world, junk food has become one of the most popular and common food types all over the world. It has become a staple of many of our diets, and no matter how tasty it is, it has several serious harmful effects. Its regular consumption can have adverse effects on your health and may cause irreparable damage to the body. Today, we're going to tell you 10 harmful effects of junk food. Starting with number 1. The effect on the reproductive system. The ingredients in junk food and fast food may have an impact on your fertility. One study found that processed food contains phthalates. Phthalates are chemicals that can interrupt how hormones act in your body. Exposure to high levels of these chemicals could lead to reproductive issues, including birth defects. Women who regularly eat fast food and not enough fruit are more likely to struggle to conceive, a study suggests. Number 2. It leads to depression. Junk foods are loaded with high sugar and fats that can cause certain chemical reactions in the brain, which affects its functioning. By consuming too much of it, the body loses essential nutrients and amino acids. These symptoms eventually lead to the inability of the brain to deal with stress and can leave you feeling depressed. Number 3. Skin problems. Yes, those whopping pimples might be a result of your bad diet. Acne is the result of a multi-step process in the skin, in which diet plays a part. But if you are blaming chocolate or fried components, you might be wrong, says Amy Shapiro, MSRD CDN, founder of Real Nutrition NYC. It's the simple sugars, white flour, and empty carbs like French fries that can be blamed. Children and adolescents who eat fast food at least 3 times a week are also more likely to develop eczema, according to one study. Eczema is a skin condition that causes irritated patches of inflamed, itchy skin. Number 4. Memory and learning problems. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2011 showed that healthy people who ate junk food for only 5 days performed poorly on cognitive tests that measured attention, speed, and mood. It concluded that eating junk food for just 5 days regularly can deteriorate your memory. This probably stems from the fact that a poor or toxic diet can cause certain chemical reactions that lead to inflammation in the hippocampus area of the brain, which is associated with memory and special recognition. Diets that are high in sugar and fat can suppress the activity of a brain peptide called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, that helps with learning and memory formation. Moreover, the brain contains synapses, which are responsible for learning and memory. Eating too many calories can interfere with the healthy production and functioning of these synapses. Number 5. You'll bloat. Some foods naturally contain higher amounts of sodium, but sodium is also added to many food products. Some of these additives are monosodium glutamate, also known as MSG, sodium nitrate, sodium saccharin, baking soda, also known as sodium bicarbonate, and sodium benzoate, which are used as flavoring or preservatives. Regarding dietary sodium limits, it's suggested that adults stay under 1,500 milligrams per day and should never consume more than 2,300 milligrams a day. A single fast food meal can actually exceed 2,300 milligrams. Too much sodium causes your body to retain water, making you feel bloated and puffy. Number 6. The effect on the respiratory system. Excess calories from fast food meals can cause weight gain. This may lead toward obesity. Obesity increases your risk for respiratory problems, including asthma and shortness of breath. The extra pounds can put pressure on your heart and lungs, and symptoms may show up even with little exertion. You may notice difficulty breathing when you're walking, climbing stairs, or exercising. For children, the risk of respiratory problems is especially clear. One study found that children who eat fast food at least 3 times a week are more likely to develop asthma. Number 7. It lessens the ability to control appetite. Excess consumption of trans fats found in fried and processed food can send mixed signals to the brain, which makes it difficult to process what you've eaten and how hungry you are. This is probably why you end up overeating. Healthy brain functions require a daily dose of essential fatty acids like omega-6 and omega-3. Deficiency of these 2 elements increase the risk of attention deficit disorder, dementia, and bipolar disorder, and other brain-related problems. Overconsumption of junk food may displace these with trans fats, which are harder to digest. A 2011 study shows that trans fats may cause inflammation in the hypothalamus, the part of the brain containing neurons to control body weight. In the worst case scenarios, the habit of overeating can be similar to drug addiction. to an extent that relying on junk foods may activate the pleasure centers of the brain greater than receiving drugs. Number 8. You'll increase inflammation. Phthalates, a class of endocrine-disrupting chemical toxins, are used to line plastic food and beverage packaging. Unfortunately, they're not good for your health. One 2018 Environment International study found that people who often ate fast food had 35% higher levels of phthalate metabolites than people who mostly ate food bought at a grocery store and prepared it at home. Bad news for all-day breakfast lovers, since an environmental science and technology study found phthalates to be associated with inflammation, and another study in environmental health connected higher exposure to phthalates with metabolic syndrome, a disease also commonly associated with increased levels of inflammation. Inflammation can cause a myriad of health problems from obesity to nutrient deficiencies. Number 9. The effect on the digestive and cardiovascular systems. Most fast food, including drinks and sides, are loaded with carbohydrates with little to no fiber. When your digestive system breaks down these foods, the carbs are released as glucose, or sugar, into your bloodstream. As a result, your blood sugar increases. Your pancreas responds to the surge in glucose by releasing insulin. Insulin transports sugar throughout your body to cells that need it for energy. As your body uses or stores the sugar, your blood sugar returns to normal. This blood sugar process is highly regulated by your body, and as long as you're healthy, your organs can properly handle these sugar spikes. But frequently eating high amounts of carbs can lead to repeated spikes in your blood sugar. Over time, these insulin spikes may cause your body's normal insulin response to falter. This increases your risk for insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and weight gain. Number 10. Makes you impatient and can cause uncontrollable cravings. Eating a sugary cupcake or donut may temporarily spike your blood sugar levels, making you feel happy and satisfied. But as soon as they return to normal, you are left feeling all the more irritable. Fast food is packed with refined carbohydrates, which cause your blood sugar levels to fluctuate rapidly. If your sugar levels dip to a very low level, it can cause anxiety, confusion, and fatigue. With high content of sugar and fats, you tend to eat too fast, too much to satisfy your cravings. This can inculcate an impatient behavior while dealing with other things. Fast food and processed foods may be laden with artificial flavorings and preservatives, like sodium benzoate, that tend to increase hyperactivity. Fast foods are specially designed to be addictive in nature, with high levels of salts, sugars, and fats that make you crave them. The addictive nature of fast food can make your brain crave them when you are not hungry. Well, there you have it, 10 harmful effects of junk food. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos in the future. Also, don't miss those amazing videos popping up on your screen right now. You won't regret clicking away.